I feel like every chapter of like the hero's journey, you can call it, because the hero's journey is like, or I'm not really talking about the true hero's journey. I'm talking about, you can call it the self-discovery emotional journey. But like the self-discovery emotional journey is just like there's various chapters in it. Like I discussed. There's like the first chapter is just trauma and pain. It's like bleak. It's just inertia. It's just like life is just pounding you down. It's like you can't put your head up above water. You know what I mean? That's stage one, because we all have trauma. Some of us have like horrendous trauma. Some of us have sexual abuse by our parents. Some of us have betrayals, neglect, abandonment. Like, yeah, really intense shit. And all of our trauma is intense. It's like finding that balance of like realizing that some people just have it brutally. Like, imagine just being fucking. Well, even like my as I've shared before, like my aunt was and this is like trigger warning for the next probably 30 seconds. Like my aunt was molested by her father, my grandfather, and then like that trauma got passed down. She didn't do any of that to her children, but like she ended up marrying someone who was quite like sexually fucked up. And then they had my cousins, and then my cousin Sam, like just coming from the soup of all of that trauma, just like she didn't really. Yeah, it's like when you go through that level of pain, you haven't fully come to terms with it, and then you have children. It's like you don't give the child, even if you're not even a bad parent. It's like if you haven't healed all of your wounds, the child is like energetically picking up emotionally and physically in their body that the world is unsafe because you feel like the world is unsafe as a parent. And then we have all the stress and the tension in our bodies, right? And we're not playful, we're not loose, we're not peaceful, we're not like just fun. You know what I mean? Like a someone who doesn't have any trauma anymore or has like progressed through it is like they have a very peaceful, playful vibe. You know what I mean? And I can even see that more as I heal. I'm able to tap into that more, but I still have a long way to go. And it's like, yeah, like if you grow up in a family where like your parents might be saying like, oh, life is great, but if they're stressed and they're tense in their cells, in their body, you're picking that up, and you're like, oh, like subconsciously you're picking up life is unsafe. Life is not loving. Life is not safe. You got to be serious. You got to take life seriously. And if you don't, life will destroy you. You know what I mean? And in a lot of ways, like I grew up with that mentality. I grew up with like, you better work hard. You got to pick yourself up, or like nothing's looking out for you. Like there's no greater plan to your life. There's no, like I didn't grow up in a religious or non-religious household. It was just kind of like not really spoken of. So there's no sense of faith, no sense of belief in anything deeper. And so for me, it's just like I just, up until like working with my mentor a year ago, yeah, I really felt like the world was kind of a hostile place, or at least subconsciously I did. I was very tense in my body. It was like I had so much tension in my shoulders and my back. It was like just I didn't feel comfortable or safe to be sensitive and vulnerable, even though I'm a very sensitive, vulnerable person, right? It's like that's the core element of my gift to the world is my love, my sensitivity, my compassion. And it was like I didn't feel safe in my body to be able to let that shine, or even to be sensitive. You know what I mean? Everything was a war zone. It was like just judgment and all these things. You know what I mean? And so where I'm going with this is like, yeah, the first like chapter of the healing journey is like you're barely trying to heal. Like it's a lot of the time you're actually not even trying to heal at that point. You're just trying to survive. It's just survival. Usually you're deep into depression, potentially borderlining on suicide. Like, I think a lot of the world is here, to be honest. I think most of the world is here, which is crazy because it's like step one of the healing journey. Like, we all are walking around traumatized and easily triggered, which makes the world feel even more unsafe because we're always triggering each other. We're always wounding each other. We're always yelling at, like, if we're not yelling at each other, we're passive aggressively being manipulative or talking shit behind people's backs, gossip. It's, again, like, think about how unsafe the world feels for so many people. You know what I mean? Just like, it's just, where do you feel like in your life you can just totally relax, be yourself, and dance and sing and be a kid and be childlike? And, you know, so much of the time it's just like, the only place you feel like you can be like that is either by yourself or with your partner. And so much of the time, because we have triggers and traumas and wounds, and our partner does as well, what starts off as a playful relationship with your partner, you end up then triggering each other and getting into your wounds patterns. And then you don't even feel fully safe around each other. And then you're walking on eggshells around each other, right? As soon as you're coming out of the underworld, that's like, you probably spent years in friction of like, hey, I can do something, and your trauma just dragging you down. You're getting triggered on a daily basis. You don't feel comfortable, and you don't feel safe to be yourself in your relationships and your friendships, at work, pretty much anywhere in your life, other than when you're alone, which is why so many people kind of only feel safe when they're alone. So yeah, I said that this song is like escaping the underworld, or after you've escaped in the underworld and you're solidified outside of the underworld. You're still being pulled in pretty much every day, but maybe like when you get triggered, it lasts half an hour or an hour, maybe 2 hours, but it's like, you're going to go back to kind of being okay. But this is still a tough part of the journey. It's still tough. But it's like, there's real hope. There's some momentum building. It's like climbing. It's like that archetypal part of the journey where it's like Jack and the Beanstalk, or it's like, you're climbing into heaven. You know what I mean? It's like you're climbing up to the clouds because you have the optimism and the empowerment and the tenacity to go, hey, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to get up there. So I feel like this is a beautiful lighthouse song for people that are like, really what this song is for all the people that have recently emerged from the underworld, that are feeling like there's a possibility for something better, but they don't really know what the better is yet. This song is at the beginning of the next leg of the journey, going, hey guys, like, hey, it gets better. Come, like, just keep facing your pain. Keep facing your pain. Like, that's why this song is so important, because it's giving hope to all the people who are just getting out of that. If you guys want to check out another clip from this episode, click here. And if you want to check out more clips on this topic, click here. And if you want to check out the full episode that this clip is taken from, you can click the link in the description below. And that's it. So I'll see all of you in the next one.